Hit record. And hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the High Level Spotlight Sessions, where we showcase awesome marketers doing awesome marketing. Today, I am joined by Josh Williams. He is the creator of GHL Memberpro or Membership Pro?
Memberpro.
Memberpro. Josh, thanks for coming on the show.
Awesome to be here.
So, Josh, I know that you mentioned that you started out using HighLevel for the core of what we do, which is help people turn leads into customers. But then we dropped memberships, right? And so memberships for us was such an exciting feature to roll out, but we feel like it's tragically underused. So tell me about when memberships came out and what that changed about your business.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think there's a massive opportunity for high-level agencies to be using memberships not only for their own business, but for their clients, and as a great way to actually deepen your relationship with clients and earn more money in your business. So I've done a lot of work in the training space of actually, like most people in lead gen, you're using all these different apps, connecting them together. If anyone's tried to build an online course with WordPress, you might have played with things like LearnDash. You've seen all these other things like Teachable, Kajabi. There's all these other platforms in the market, but having the power of HighLevel with the capacity to integrate all of those automations, the email, the SMS, the calendar, all of that in one place with memberships, with courses, just really opens up a massive new dimension of relationship you can win with a client. So for me, I had an opportunity to work with a lot of speakers, and with the recent events, the events industry, recent lack of events, should we say, the events industry has been flattened. So there's a lot of people that have got great content, but they aren't able to get it to an audience. And I saw that as an opportunity to start introducing them to my white label HighLevel app and helping them get their content into courses, into product, into sales funnels. And yeah, that's been my journey to get to launching this GHL Memberpro, because there was things that I wanted to deliver that were a little bit out of the current scope of where the membership product is at. And I thought, well, there's a lot of other agencies that may want to take advantage of the R&D that we've been doing, so I can share that with the community. And
Nice.
here we are.
So let's frame that up for a second before we dive into it. You sent me some really interesting information about the current state of the market. Obviously, COVID has changed everything across the world, which would naturally lead to more businesses wanting to create courses and productize their subject matter expertise, right? And you sent me some information here from Teachable, right? So Teachable alone, it says their creators have collectively earned over 500 million in revenue. But here's the thing, nearly 250 million of that revenue occurred in the last year. So talk to me a little bit about the state of the market and the opportunity here.
Yeah, well, it's no secret that everyone's doing courses, like buying courses, launching courses, trying to build courses, trying to market courses. Like, courses are everywhere. So the shift in no matter where you are in the world, just look at the adoption of Zoom. Everyone's comfortable to consume content through video, learning through these new formats. And it's like there was a story around when the iPhone launched, and they actually waited till they had this data to say that everyone is now, I think it was in Japan, they are using their phone to send so many more text messages that touching the screen on the phone gave this ripe market opportunity to launch touchscreen phones, because everyone was at this tipping point. We are now at a tipping point with online education where schools are being forced to, well, you can't come into the classroom. You have to do blended learning, online learning. In the workforce, people are doing more online training because they can't get into a conference room. So there's this level of acceptance in the market to consume content this way, and also pay for content this way. So if you can position what you have or help your clients embrace this, then there's a massive opportunity. And it actually takes your role in their business beyond the marketing front end, but actually pulls you into the back end of their operations. You're actually responsible for parts of fulfillment. So you've got a much higher level of involvement and a much higher sticking factor, because your implementation of using memberships becomes, more like a team member than just this front-end lead gen service. So it's really
I
exciting.
love that. Yeah, I love any opportunity to not just be the person who's responsible for generating leads, because I feel like
Yeah,
that person, that role gets all this um, unfair amount of pressure put on them. And you're the first person cut if for some reason they don't perceive that the leads that you're bringing in are what they were expecting. But in this sense, you're becoming like a partner, almost like a production partner, right? Like, hey, I'm going to help you produce your course, put it on a platform, generate a new revenue stream. And that's way more, a much different relationship than, hey, I'm the guy selling you the dream of these magic leads that I'm going to generate for you. So talk to me about what you've done. Show me what you've done with the HighLevel membership builder. I know you've taken it and sort of built in a lot of cool customization. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, let me, I've got a little PowerPoint. I've got like a dozen slides here just to give some context around how I got to where we're at. And then I
Cool.
can do some screen share of, in the browser, live examples and what we're actually able to do with membership. So if I've got access here to share the screen, not sure if, no, straight in. So many Zoom meetings we have to go, oh, you have to unlock that, but you're all over it. So I'll just go from this view. So yeah, transforming membership sites into flexible, dynamic client portals. So one of the things that I really picked up on when Sean had the big launch of memberships, he had this phrase, which is, I've done a lot in product development, but he said, we're not going to give you the Ferrari. There is a Ferrari here, but we're going to start with the skateboard and then build out to make it a bigger motorbike and then into the car, and then it can turn into a plane or whatever. And so it's important that everyone understands that memberships, I see a lot of comments in Facebook around, oh, it could be doing this in the group, but really it's, we've got to understand you guys are stretching in so many areas to add so much depth to whether it's the CRM component. Like I'm excited about that organizations are getting loaded in, because that's going to open a massive opportunity for selling courses to companies. Email marketing, there's so many areas. So memberships has kind of got to beyond a skateboard. You might be at the scooter level. And so I wanted to deliver my clients more of a little bit further down that product development map. And so just in context of the audience here, as an agency, you may have your SaaS business, which is your selling HighLevel. You can have the service of we run a lead gen retainer model, or you're actually doing projects where we're going to build your website, we're going to create a new video, we're going to, whatever you've got milestones to complete. So that's the context of how an agency may look at, is there an opportunity for me to be using memberships? For your clients, we just talked about courses, but there's also a component of coaching. Coaching is a massive trend that you see a lot of hype and noise in the high ticket space, but there actually is a great opportunity here to be helping people leverage courses and coaching, and even helping your clients provide services through the memberships area as a client portal, not just a place to host courses. And so it's important to understand that kind of opportunity and how that can be done, because you're probably thinking, well, I've looked at memberships. I don't have a course yet. I don't know how this relates to me with the SaaS business. Like, how's this got anything to do with me selling HighLevel? So I'll get into that. But as we were just talking about, how do your clients perceive your role? Are you one of the latest lead gen companies that they're working with that you can be easily replaced, or are you a critical partner in their business growth? And obviously, the more that we can become positioned as that trusted advisor and really having their best interests at heart, it's a completely different relationship. So looking at memberships, you actually have a number of moving parts in here. And if you haven't looked into memberships, you haven't used it because you may be using all the other areas of HighLevel. You have the library, which is where you can see all of your courses. And then under each course, you have categories and lessons. And you may have one course, which is often what people do, is they want to launch their first course. Other people have come from other platforms where they've got 20 courses, or they've got a membership program where they've got 20 micro lessons, and they're kind of building this library, kind of like Digital Marketer and the Lab, where they've got this massive resource that you can tap into and do these small courses. And understanding what they actually mean for what I'm about to explain is really important. So you have the offer page as well. So there are tools inside HighLevel to customize the offer page, to customize the library page, customize how each of the course pages run. You can upload headers, you can upload logos. There's actually custom CSS and custom JavaScript. And when we look at these areas, I've color coded this. So the offer page gives you an opportunity to upload these custom scripts. The library page, or the site-wide, is actually a better way to frame this. You can upload custom CSS and custom JavaScript that'll create rules around content across the whole site. And then within courses and the individual product, you can upload custom CSS and custom JavaScript to inform what that looks like and how that behaves. So one of the things that, is kind of talking about comparing HighLevel to something like LearnDash or Kajabi. These guys are more like motorbikes than our skateboard. So that doesn't mean that we need to go on I'd rather have the motorbike, because the opportunity here is to position yourself with your clients as you are growing their skateboard. And the fact that it's integrated with all of their other client data is really attractive. So one of the things that, and we will see over time, I'm sure that the dev team working in memberships will add more of these features to make the core HighLevel product have, for example, on the library page right now, at the time of this recording, I can't see a progress bar out of all of the courses in my library of have I completed all of them, or have I just completed one, or am I halfway through this one? So that you don't get to see until the course level. And you may want to have in your membership area 5 courses, but only sell one of them and then display the other 4 that someone has not bought yet. And by default, you can't do that now. So I was talking to Ashutosh around, and he's one of the devs working on some of the things we've been developing. And he said, yeah, that's in the pipeline. We're going to do that. And I showed him this. I said, look, we can actually do this now. You don't need to be putting this short term. It's nice to have a clean way of doing it. But you can actually have 2 products, 2 courses, and use them as visual banners and have logic to say, well, when you've paid for this course, I'm going to turn that course in the library from a lock to a tick. It's now unlocked. So visually, you can actually have this gated content, which you need to pay for to unlock. And he was like, oh, it's amazing you guys are doing that. I never thought of approaching it that way. But, and that's easy for anyone to do. You just create the trigger. There are trigger actions to revoke access or grant access to different products. So that brings me to the next point of then, if you've got your library page, by default, you just get a grid of your products. And by the way, we have a free, so I'll be leading to, in what I'm doing is we have free tools like this, training on how to do these triggers. CSS, I'm actually looking at building my own skateboard here to understand what everyone in the community really wants, so I can help deliver that, because I've probably got most of the resources lying around. But this is one of the things I gave to my developer, was wouldn't it be great if we had a video on the welcome page? When you log in to the library, you can actually see a welcome message, and I can see those, here is free, here is paid. And this came after most of the things I was asking him for. He was like, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. And my mind just is like a fountain of ideas. I'm kind of like, I shouldn't have told Josh, what else do you want to do? Because I just keep throwing things at him. But it's worked out really well. So one of the first things I did, so that's cool. That's that design. If you've got 3 courses, you can actually, or 3 products, so I'll get back to that in a minute, but you can have some as locked and some as unlocked, and use triggers to dynamically change what people see. And so you can see here, I've got custom portal project there. That's not a course. That's actually a productized service. Whereas if you want to get a client portal customized, I'm building that out as an onboarding process. You say yes. And then within the course design, I'm saying you're up to step 1, step 2, we need you to give us this information. So you can actually create what a lot of people traditionally do in funnels, in the funnel pages, which are public and they're not intelligent. Memberships has this unique capacity to personalize the content to your relationship or your client's relationship with the end user. And that's a really big distinction, because if this was coaching, you can actually set up a coaching template of, these are the milestones we're going to do. Week 1, we're going to cover this. I need to do an onboarding survey so I know where you're at now. And I want to know where you're at the end of month 1 and the end of month 6. How can I use memberships to do that? Well, if you've got a template, like a project template that you may use in a tool like Nifty or Basecamp or any of those,
Right.
you can actually now in memberships create a product as a template and clone it for each individual client and give them access to that as an interface between you and your clients inside memberships. So it's, just so many things that you can be doing with it. So I'm nearly finished my little slides here, but this was also one of my early mock-ups that I sent my developer, which is one of my clients has a course which has so many lessons that the default design, the thumbnails and the text has so much white space. And so I wanted to compress it. So you can see the course, the category and subcategory and lessons are quite compact there. So he's built that. But I also said, I want to throw banner ads and I want to show call to action. So I'm not going to say, join our Facebook group. I can put that in the sidebar, just like in WordPress, everyone's used to a sidebar. Well, there is capacity to build these tools inside the, each of the course pages. So I just want to also go back to this, just because I glazed over this part, but you've got membership home. As you can see through these visuals, the membership home is not the library of courses. That's one lens to look at it and assume that it's just a collection of courses that you can do. But through these examples, you can see how it's possible to use a course as a banner for content. There's actually a visual bit of real estate there that you can make it look more like a button. You can then create different context around what the course is when people sign up. And so for this, you may actually want to have this for your SaaS business to say, you are now on the basic plan. You're paying me $99 a month instead of $299 a month. So if you want to unlock the next level, you don't need to do this through any third-party stuff. You can actually do a lot of it inside memberships. So I'll stop screen share there just to see if you've got any other questions before I jump in, because I've got in the browser, I want to show you this live. It's not just a
yeah, no, I'm super excited to see it. I mean, that mock-up looked fantastic. I really like that. And I think it is a good opportunity to point out that you're right. And Sean gives that analogy, and I love how you visualized it of, when we launch a feature, it's usually a skateboard, and then the community tells us if it needs to become a scooter, a bike, or a full-blown, Ferrari. But yes, we are, of course, we have a team that's continually working on memberships. We're continuing to roll out new features that the community is voting up to the top. But I think that design looked really awesome. So I'm excited to see it actually live. So yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. So I was just saying before we jumped onto the recording, I've got so many Chrome windows open, logged in as different users to test all this. But I'll show you a few examples here. So this is inside my dashboard, which I've actually got this set up so everyone can log in and see how this works and see. So there's a sample video here. Obviously, it would be better if there was a different video there, and this is placeholder text. But this is actually another point that, so these are all different mock-ups of the products we're building. So you can actually go, oh, I want to use a course as onboarding. Let me get that template. I want to use an easy purchase. So we actually build a sales page inside the membership area. So you can make this more like a product catalog. I want to do a quiz using surveys inside the courses. So it's not just here's video lessons, but you need to complete your assessment before we can unlock module 2. You know, we can have a resource library. We can have a list of posts, almost like a blog. It's not a RSS full WordPress blog, but you can use the nested structure of course, categories, and lessons to create a version of a private news feed of what's happening if you wanted to use that way. As a challenge, so a lot of people have been doing challenges where you might have a 5-day challenge where you can actually offer this to clients now. We have a platform for you to run your 5-day challenge. So yes, you can do it in a Facebook group, but there is capacity to build this all in here. So I'm teasing a little bit here because not all of these have been developed, but I wanted to show you that this is inside the members area. This is all custom CSS and JavaScript to create this, and we can link out to external pages. We are doing a lifetime deal for people that want to get on board early with what we're doing. And then I'll go into here, which is an empty course, but you're seeing some of these widgets. So there's the sidebar widget of just an image banner. If I go into another one, you can see here, there's a video and a button in the sidebar. So this is placeholder content, but it's all possible with the toolkit we've been developing.
Yeah,
this
I like
one
that
here
a lot.
is, we go to resources. Look at that. We've got full three column, like a knowledge base. This could be your help section. So there's a lot that we're capable of doing. And just like Sean says, we haven't gone to, hey guys, look, we built everything, it's perfect, just come and buy it. It's really understanding. And I've started building this for my clients because I wanted to, in helping them engineer the best possible learning experience, there is a component of, in a course, there's the video training, and I don't want to get down the rabbit hole of how to build a good course, but you don't want to have your course as a brain dump of, there used to be this thing in info products of the thud factor, that you want to have this folder or this book that you printed, and when they get it and they drop it on the desk, it thuds. But now, if I said to you, Chase, I've got this awesome training for how to do all this, there's about 80 hours of content, you're going to love it. You're like, no, thanks. I don't want to consume that. I want this quick, easy, efficient. So there's different dimensions to how to build a program online. And that's really where has been driving my motivation to get these things done. Because for my course clients, I want them to have a really clean series of videos on the conceptual part of what they're teaching. So what is the framework? How do I get my head around this new way of looking at something? And then there's the coaching side of it, which is, well, yeah, there's all the theory of what you need to do, but then you need to put things into action. So I need to have some level of accountability to make sure that in month 2, you've actually hit those 3 critical milestones, because I know you're not going to hit your 90-day goal. And a traditional video coaching video course doesn't really accommodate for that. So, but we can do that because you can create a template, you can clone it for every client or every group of clients and house that all in the membership area. And then this 3 column that I was just showing you is more like a knowledge base, where if someone wants to get into the technical detail of, you know, I'm stuck on week 1, I watched that concept around how to do my Facebook ads. You don't really want those light videos on this is the journey you're going to be on, to then dive into the depths of here's how to set up in Business Manager, you're retargeting with this. Like that's you moving towards encyclopedia and out of HighLevel, pardon the pun, but yeah, getting the conceptual framework. So those different ways of packaging a course as a different type of product or content design within memberships is really what's unlocked all of this innovation. Is I want to be able to have one course that when people buy it, the course is actually 3 different products packaged as an offer that I can then deliver, either as this is the one offer that has 3 courses of video concept, coaching, accountability. So that's just one-to-one. I'm going to add comments in there based on our last session. I can upload a Zoom session from our last session, put it in there. And then knowledge base of, if you want the detail and I need to get into a how-to, I can just keep building on that. And I've got 3 different areas within the realm of I'm now running online programs.
This is really interesting.
Yeah.
Your little one?
Baby.
No, now you have my mind spinning, because, you know, we just launched our welcome course, right? GoHighLevel.com/welcome-course. It's a great introduction to the platform. It's a tour. It's also build along instructional type of thing. And there's so much more around that we need to make more accessible to our community. Yeah. Like frequently requested links to like the daily onboarding or the daily Q&A or these types of things. And then we've got like, you know, affiliate resources, and we're really trying to brainstorm the best way to package it all up and present it to somebody. And now you have my mind spinning about, wait a minute, maybe we should put this all in our membership and just lay it out differently in each product, which is what I think you're getting at, which I think is fantastic. So I go in, I get the offer, and now I have access to, let's say, 3 products, but one product is the traditional course layout. The other product is more of a knowledge-based layout. Yeah, this makes total sense. I love it. So really cool. And it's awesome that you're working with our team, and that, you know, you're going to push forward what is native, and, you know, so that you don't have to go through all sorts of custom code to make it happen. But it sounds like you can make it happen right now. So if people are interested in right now doing the things that you just showed us, where should they head?
Yeah, I should have had that slide prepared. Actually, I'll do this. I'll jump onto this is a live animation. It's like a real-time printer of just typing out the URL. So just so we don't get any confusion here. So I've got get.ghlmemberpro.com/free. And if you go there, you'll be able to sign up. So that's a funnel page. That's a landing page. Enter your name and email. Then I've got triggers. It's interesting, the workflow there. I'll just expand on that, because full transparency, there is an opportunity to get all of our bag of tricks. So we're going to start off doing just a short-term lifetime deal, but someone else has already reached out to me saying, I want you to customize this. I don't want to get your tools. I just want you to get this done for me. So if anyone needs that, then you can reach out to me as well. But the way I've set this up is using triggers. So because I do nerd out with all the stuff you can do with HighLevel. When you sign up for this, you complete a form, and that will then trigger you into a campaign. That campaign has a 3-minute delay, and then you get added into the next campaign. That next campaign is another empty campaign that applies a tag. That tag then triggers the offer. The offer then has another trigger for new member sign up. That triggers your custom email to say, welcome to our client portal. Here's your login. And then, if you decide to take our offer, then you'll see your dashboard or the client portal change from this locked area to unlocked. So it's really cool, but I'm still, it still is, in a, I wouldn't even say it's a finished skateboard yet with all the things I'm working on, but it's really exciting to see the value that we can deliver, and whether you want the extra tools or whether you just want to get the free stuff. Because in the free, I'm giving, actually, there was one point in here that someone watching this might be like, how did he do that? The membership page here, the library here, you can see here, this is uncategorized. So we have a way of categorizing courses or products within your library. I haven't set different categories here. And also, if you look at these, they're all numbered in order. So we've written extra code to customize this because if you have a number of courses, there is no way natively right now at the point of recording
the order, yeah.
to order things. So that's pretty cool. So those things were critical for us to have this level of control over design, because I wanted to show this needed to be the first one as the green tick, because you're in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's yeah, go to that URL and you can sign up and yeah, reach out if you want to.
So what's in the free package that you get when you go to that and sign up?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I have got, I'm actually just bring it up here. So when you go to this page, this is I think there's 4 bullet points on here that I've promised we'll get. So basic CSS for customizing the site design, custom JavaScript for sorting the courses. So actually we'll give that for free, and trigger training to unlock products. So exactly how I showed and explained it very quickly there, I'm going to give you access to that. And then obviously, if you do want to take us up on the premium, all the bag of tricks, then we will eventually probably, November sometime, roll into doing an annual pricing. But for early birds, yeah, we're doing a lifetime deal.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I think you've got a lot of gears turning. We'll put the link for sure below. So if you're interested in that offer, I love some free CSS and the fact that you're giving away the ability to order the memberships, because I know that's one of the top things on the ideas board is, give us the ability to put them in a specific order, because that makes all the sense in the world. So very cool. Josh, thanks so much for coming on. I love where you're going with this, and we would absolutely love to see an uptick in membership usage, because again, we do think it's so powerful and it's so timely for what's going on in the world with COVID. Pretty much every business, if they've been in business for a long time, has become a subject matter expert in their field, right? So many businesses have the opportunity to package up that knowledge and open up a new revenue stream by selling it through some sort of membership or some sort of course. I love it as a new revenue stream. Again, it makes you a partner and not the person that's on on the chopping block all the time. So Josh, I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all this with our community.
No, it's awesome. It's great to be here, and I love being a part of HighLevel. You guys are crushing it. It's awesome to see. And I'm trying to get you to tell me more about Level Up Day. So if you're watching this, Chase's lips are sealed. I have no idea what's happening, but
no, it should be exciting. Yeah. We're all really pumped. Even I don't know all the details of Level Up Day, to be totally honest, but I know that more than one fantastic feature will roll out on Level Up Day. And one of the features I am dying to use internally. So I am super excited, just as much as everybody else. So we're all looking forward to Level Up Day. But Josh, thanks again for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.
Cool. See ya.